Do you feel sometimes that whenever you turn on the TV, you go on the internet, check the news feed on social media, news tend to be negative? Do you find sometimes that people are more interested in negative stories than positive stories? Welcome to my channel. My name is Alain Faber, and on this channel, I am discussing different points of view related to what we can do to nurture our growth mindset. Stay with us. Today's video is about how to be more positive in our lives, in our thoughts, so that we can be a happier person. I do understand that bad things happen to people. I am a person who's gone through a whole bunch of things, amazing events, amazing experiences, and others that were tricky and that were negative to me. On the other hand, what we have to realize is our perspective grows related to what we focus on. And I decide to focus on being positive. And this is why I'm sharing this video with you today. In all the years I've been enjoying life on this planet, something I realized is that negativity and negative people tend to drain my energy. And sometimes I was trying to figure out why that was, because when someone spoke to me, I paid attention and I wanted to be empathetic to their point of view so that I could understand what they were going through. On the other hand, I was trying to be so empathetic to their ideas that somehow I was getting in their negativity. And then I realized that people love to be heard. And when they're heard, it makes them feel better. So in some ways, there's a give and take of energy here. And I realized that when you are in a conversation where everybody is growing, at the end of the day, both people have more energy. When we are in a conversation where someone is more negative or they're trying to get all of the attention, what it feels like to me is one of the two people will have more energy, whereas the other one may have less. And this is why I'm raising the topic today. Because we can choose who we are spending time with. We can choose who we have conversations with. Because at the end of the day, we all want to be better people. And that's why we share stories. Most of the time, people listen to us when we have stories where it's about poor me or poor me stories. People somehow are drawn to that. And that's why the social medias and the TV are focusing on that. On the other hand, there's the whole aspect of reality where positivity is amazing. People are sharing stories about greatness, stories about the little things that we've done to improve the life of one person or improve the lives of a whole community. And this is part of innovating. It's part of being curious and wanting to be better. Now the question is, how can we actually do that? Well, there was a time I was trying to figure out what was the best way for me to know if someone wanted to learn or not. And my experience is if someone shared with you a situation where it was tough and so on, and you listened and the person was happy, my trick was, at some point I asked, what would you like to do to improve the situation? By asking the question, what would you like to improve the situation? At that point, the conversation will go in two ways. There's a group of people who say, well, the reason why I'm sharing this information or my story is I want to do better, or I want you to do better. There are other people, what they do is they're saying the story so that they get attention. And they don't want to change. They don't want to fix the situation. They don't want to improve. They just want to tell the stories. And in which case, some of them may they may end up saying the same story over and over, and sometimes that can last a long time. And it is sad for them, up to the point where they realize, well, I can do something about it. I can learn, so I can become a better person. There's a little squirrel just beside. So here we go. How do we find a way to be more positive? My key word for that is learning. When I feel down and I learn something new, I feel great. I feel more positive. Another way we can do that is helping others. Just the fact of helping another person, you feel rewarded, and then you get a smile back by somebody else. And that is great. It makes a situation where both parties are feeling nice. And that is a best way, that is another great way to be positive. Another way is to learn about our diverse societies on the planet. You're going to say, well, how do we do that? Well, imagine how many people were traveling before COVID-19. People love to travel so that they can learn about new cultures, they can experience new events, new situations, because people love to learn about others. And traveling is a great way to get to know other cultures, a great way to expand your perspective, so that at the end, you both become a better person and the world at the same time becomes a better place. What is my homework for you today? What I would like you to do is I would like you to write 3 positive aspects of your life, or at least 3 events, 3 things you do that brings you energy. Because it's important to acknowledge them and do more of that. The second part of the homework is for you to list 2 aspects of your life that brings you negativity, that makes you tired, that you think you'd like to change. Because in our journey, we want to be feeling better, get more energy so we can help others and serve others better. Now, once you have those 2 ideas, I would like you to think about how can you bring something that is negative in your life into a positive. There's different ways to do that. Once we could decide to complete a relationship and make new connections. Another one would be to find help. Sometimes it is important to find help for your mental health, find help for your physical health. Maybe you feel that you need to learn something new, a new skill, so you can improve for your job or get a promotion. That's a possibility. Maybe you feel that your company is too small and you need to hire someone else so that you can grow your team to be having a positive impact on your company. And that is what I wish for you. Thank you for joining me today. I'm going to put here the link of my Best Life Journey playlist so you can come along, join us in our journey to create a better world through learning. Take care.